Greetings and welcome to the channel, special people. My name is Dr. Narcissistic, a professional certified coach on inner mileage coaching, where we help folks transform and optimize their lives. Today I want to talk a little bit about the spell of narcissism and how you can really free yourself from it. The spell of narcissism and how to free yourself from it. So imagine this. You're trapped in a web so intricate you can barely see it. You struggle not realizing that the very threads you hold are invisible, yet very strong. And this web is the reality for people who are under the spell of narcissistic abuse, you see. So what we're going to do today is dive deep into how narcissistic abuse is like being under a spell, what narcissism really is, what the science and academic journals say about navigating this complex terrain, and how you can really protect yourself and ultimately win. Today, this topic we're going to be tackling is very insidious as it is destructive: narcissistic abuse. I've been through it several times for many decades, in families, in marriages, in friendships, in work situations. And so not only do I have the personal experience, but I've also trained professionally on how to help you navigate past this, building on my professional training and my direct professional experience, escaping and outsmarting narcissistic abuse and narcissistic personalities. See, narcissistic abuse is a form of psychological manipulation so powerful that it often feels like you are under a spell. But to understand how to break free, we first need to understand what narcissism truly is. So at its core, narcissism is an excessive preoccupation with self. It's more than just vanity or self-centeredness. It's a full-blown personality disorder that can have devastating effects on the people around them. Narcissistic personality disorder is characterized by feelings of or patterns of grandiosity, look at me, a need for admiration, a real lack of empathy for other people. They can't inhabit empathy. And these individuals often see themselves as superior to others and have a profound sense of entitlement. All of this rooted in deep brokenness and insecurity, see? But it's important to realize that not all narcissists are created equal. Their spectrum ranges from healthy narcissism, like looking at yourself in the mirror, where it's about confidence and ambition, to very malignant narcissism, where we encounter the most toxic, harmful behaviors. It's at the extreme spectrum that we find the kinds of individuals, like I've experienced in marriages and family relationships and so forth, who actually perpetuate narcissistic abuse, similar to what you watching may have experienced. So what makes narcissistic abuse feel like a spell? Well, narcissists are masters, and I want to say this very sincerely, masters at manipulation. They use a combination of charm, flattery, and other psychological tactics to slowly break down their targets, you, me, sense of reality. And it's like being in a trance. You don't realize what's happening until you're really deep in that narcissistic web. So if you look at what the academic journals say, and I'll reference a few of them below, the concept of narcissistic abuse includes gaslighting. Because gaslighting is designed to make you doubt your own perceptions, your memories, and even your sanity. And this is how they keep you under their control, because you become very disoriented. And being gaslit for a long time can actually lead to real PTSD. According to the Academic Journal for Personality Disorders, it really is that bad and devastating. But I want to focus on the spell. How does the spell begin? Well, it begins with a process called love bombing. So love bombing is a phase where the narcissist is in rare form. They shower you with praises, flattery. You're the love of my life. I've never met anyone like you. You're the best son. You're the best daughter. You're my best friend. Whatever the thing they need to say. And they use us as bait because we all have narcissistic benign narcissistic tendencies in us. And so the narcissist picks up on that and uses love bombing as bait to hook you in. And once you're hooked in, the next phase called devaluation begins. Suddenly, the person who adored and thought you were the best thing since sliced bread begins to criticize, belittle, and gaslight you. And this is where you get into, you as the victim of narcissistic abuse, get into this constant state of confusion and doubt. You start to question your worth, your sanity. Am I seeing things as they are? And by being in this space, the narcissist maintains firm control and they keep you under this spell. So the question becomes, how do you protect yourself from this spell? Well, the first step is awareness. Recognizing the signs of narcissistic abuse is very difficult to see because a narcissist is a genius at manipulation and evil. And so the first thing to realize is that the narcissistic person's behaviors reflects their own insecurities and their measure of their own insignificance, not yours. So you begin to set boundaries when you begin to get clear that there's something unusual going on and it's not right. And when you do this, you disrupt the narcissist's ability to maintain control. So that's very key, awareness. Secondly, getting professional help, whether it's through a coach like myself, a therapist, or some other mental health professional is very important, particularly a mental professional who uses tools like cognitive behavioral therapy or internal family systems and trauma healing, compassionate inquiry. These are all things that can really help you deal with understanding and overcoming and healing yourself from narcissism. Other tools include journaling. Journaling is a powerful way to self-analyze, right? Writing to yourself. And I know people who journal every day, some journal every week. Whatever frequency and cadence is useful to you that enables you to get understanding is very key. I personally really propose getting into a meditation lifestyle because when you begin to meditate, you start to transcend the past and the future to stay in the present. And in that present, you start to win yourself back. You start to see things that you otherwise wouldn't have seen because you were caught in the cycle of that spell of abuse. And so meditation is really key. I use that significantly in helping me understand and overcome narcissistic abuse, my own personal experience with it. Now, I would say that healing from narcissistic abuse is a journey. It's a very long journey, something you have to be committed to. It takes time. It's not easy. But remember that the spells that a narcissist casts is not unbreakable. With awareness, with boundaries, with professional help and self-care, you can actually free yourself from the toxic grip of a narcissist and start to rebuild your own life on your own terms. Now, as you begin this journey of healing, be gentle with yourself. Understand that it's okay to feel hurt, angry, or emotional because you've been through a lot. You've been through the ringer, you've been through the worst. These emotions are part of the process, but it's important to know that you're not alone. I've been through it. There's several people who are watching this video who've been through it as well. And many will go through it long after you and I have healed from this spell. Together, we can break the insidious, pervasive, hurtful, destructive spell of narcissistic abuse and reclaim our lives. It's very important that you realize that you are targeted by the narcissist not because there was something wrong with you, but because you're truly amazing. And because you're amazing, you become a magnet for very dark energies. And this amazing nature of yourself is rooted in your empathy, your empathic nature, your ability to maintain your humanity despite having gone through many inhumane experiences that ordinarily would transform any ordinary person into a Machiavellian or broken person. Because after all, we live in a world that's an eye for an eye. So it's very difficult to maintain compassion when the world is really ruled by retribution. which is why the world is in the state that it is in today. So recognize that you were targeted by the narcissist because of how amazing your heart is. And as you start to reclaim your heart back, this is the beginning of waking up from this long cycle of generational trauma that has followed you and your family lineage for decades. And thankfully, you're the empath who has the courage to break the cycle that those before you could not. If you need additional help, just type transform in the comment section or send me a note at nan@innermileage.com. And remember to subscribe or share this with anyone who can benefit from this message. There's absolutely no one like you. Keep on shining. Keep realizing that the fact that you've recognized what narcissistic abuse is proof of your genius. Because ordinarily, people who go through narcissistic abuse are not even aware that it's happening. They think this is a difficult person or a tempestuous personality. They don't realize it's a deliberate, systematic targeting. Be happy. Peace.